Hey, today I'm going to teach you how to make the best gumbo. My version of it anyway. So stick around. Welcome to my goat shed life, where I took an abandoned old goat shed and turned it into a cozy tiny home, because you can do anything you set your mind to, and you can absolutely live your passion. If you haven't already, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell, ding-a-ling, so you'll get notifications of future videos. Let's get to the gumbo making. Here are all of our great ingredients. Some gumbo is made with chicken and sausage. Today we're going to be making seafood gumbo, which is my favorite. Look at those gorgeous shrimp. We're going to peel those heads off and let's get started. I'm going to take this head off the shrimp, and I'm going to put them in this pan because I'm going to make a shrimp stock out of it. I put shrimp heads in here in the water, and I added a little bit of Tony's Hasheries, Creole seasoning in there. Don't want to do too much because you make everything really salty. The next step is to prep these vegetables. We've got okra, a red bell pepper, onion, and celery. And garlic. Absolutely cannot forget the garlic. I'm going to saute the veggies before I put them in to the gumbo and get them a little bit soft, because you just really don't cook gumbo that long. I'm going to saute these vegetables in a little bit of butter, not a whole lot. It'll add just a little bit of richness to the gumbo, probably about a tablespoon of butter. I used a whole medium onion. I'm going to go with 3 stalks of celery. Get some of those strings off the celery. Beautiful red pepper. I'm not sure when I use the whole thing. I'm thinking maybe I will use about half of it. I'll find somebody to eat that other half, I'm sure. Beautiful. Ah, we cannot forget the garlic. You really want the garlic minced up real good. I've showed you before with the chef's knife. If you take it, rock it back and forth, scrape it back together, repeat, just barely moving it. Scrape it off. Scrape it all back together. Go at it again. Woo! Garlic is strong. It's burning my eyes. Don't rub your eyes. As you can see, it's minced up pretty well. We're gonna throw it in the pan. So that is our vegetables, except for our okra, which we are not going to pre-saute. The okra will cook really quickly. Here the veggies are sauteing up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And man, if we had smell-o-vision, you would love it. And then here's my shrimp heads. I threw a little celery in there to give it a little flavor. And here's the iron skillet, because we are about to make a roux. Roux the day. The roux is really the secret to good gumbo. Earlier today, I fried some bacon. So I'm going to use some bacon grease in my roux. And then I'm going to add some oil to that. Just give it a little bit extra flavor. I found this at the store the other day. It is sunflower oil with olive oil, and I thought it might be rather interesting. So I'm going to add a little bit of that. And the rest, I'm going to just use regular old plain vanilla vegetable oil, right at half a cup. Here we are putting the flour in. Going with just a little bit more flour. The trick with roux is you cannot walk away. You have to keep stirring it and stirring it and stirring it. I love a wire whisk. Now, if we were making cream gravy at this point, we'd be in. We'd be ready. So we're another 4 or 5 minutes in. If we were making brown gravy, this would be the roux for us. But we're not making brown gravy. Making gumbo. Going to bring this to a much darker color. I've always heard that you want your roux to be about the color of an old copper penny. Starting to look a little copper penny. The last thing you want to do is burn it. If you burn it, you start over, because you cannot get that burn flavor out. I'm pretty happy with that color. Okay, I've killed the heat. I think it's okay to stop stirring now. Here we have our beautiful Dutch oven and our roux. I really believe we have too much roux. You can actually refrigerate your roux if you have too much and save it for another day. Save it for another time. It'll keep for a little while. Then I'm going to add some chicken broth.
It really smells good.
The next thing that we'll do is chop up the okra and put it in. I was actually pretty amazed to find fresh okra this time of year. Okra loves heat. But I'm going to chop this up and throw it in the pan. The okra actually acts as a thickener along with the roux. Another option for a thickener is to add pure ground gumbo filet. That's pronounced filet. And it is actually nothing more than ground up sassafras leaves from the sassafras tree. I like to add a little bit of that after to the top of mine. I'm pretty happy with this slightly overflowing 2-cup container of okra, and it's going in the pan. This is what we have. The shrimp and crab have not gone in yet. It only takes shrimp just a few minutes to cook, and the crab was already cooked. I got the shrimp dumped in. It'll be done in no time. The rice started right there. Turn down on low. And here's the crab meat. At this point, bubble, bubble. I'm going to call that shrimp done. And take this bowl of crab meat, which, as I said, is already cooked. Flop it in there. Stir it around a bit. There you have it. Yummy, yummy gumbo. Turned out to be a beautiful color. Come back when we get it all plated up. Yummy, look at that. There it is, seafood gumbo, to be served with a nice slice of French bread. Maybe some butter. Yum, yum. Sometimes it's accompanied by Tabasco, and also there's the filet.